The wait for Stranger Things Season 5 is the longest we've had to wait for a season of the show yet, and the reasons for that just keep on getting crazier and crazier. So here's the breakdown of everything. Starting with just blatant total hubris, the Duffer Brothers were determined to direct as much of this season as possible, which requires a significant amount of extra work in the pre-production process. However, there are two other extremely large reasons as to why this season took so long to get into production. One of which were the strikes, but that's boring. But another is due to an alleged on-set feud between Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour. Now, although this story does come from a relatively shady source, apparently Harbour bullied and harassed Brown to the point where she actually had to file a formal complaint with Netflix. And eventually, once the show was able to get into production, anytime her and Harbour shared a scene, she had a representative with her. Now, this had to be taken very seriously, given that, like, in the show, they have essentially like a father-daughter relationship. And given the fact that not only does Netflix refuse to comment on this story, but also the extent and detail of the report, signs are looking that there's like a relative amount of credibility to this story. But moving outside of that alleged drama, the production of this show was no easy feat either, because every episode of this show borders on an hour, if not 90 minutes. And that's not even mentioning that this was the most expensive season of TV ever, beating out Rings of Power. So in post-production, they might as well just be working on 8 movies. I cannot wait for the finale of this show. But with that said, I hope no show in the future ever adopts this show's release strategy. Alright, that's all for today. Follow for more.